All right, guys, got a rainy day for you and a very interesting video. Now, I unfortunately have the bike covered right now because it's raining and I really don't plan on taking the cover off right now. But a couple things to go over is that the H2 motor might be done. Unfortunately, the spark plug electrodes broke. Just lay them out here. If you take a look, that broke off. So we have 3 of them that did. This one's kind of covered in oil. So broke off, and broke off. This one's okay. This is what they're supposed to look like, by the way. All 4 of them supposed to look like that. They broke off into the H2 engine and scratched the cylinder walls. Now, unfortunately, that typically means that your compression is going to be destroyed. Actually, I'm not too sure. Mechanic said that the compression was low in 4th cylinder, so it's not a good thing. But he said everything else was okay. It was blowing a lot of smoke, aka it was burning off oil. I thought it was coolant, but unfortunately it was not. It's the worst case of worst. And I did check the oil, but I guess we put it away. I don't really remember doing that. But we checked the oil. There was nothing. It wasn't really shiny or anything. No chunks, no nothing. So honestly, if the cylinder walls are scratched, it's bad, but I'm thinking about just getting new spark plugs and just put it back in the bike, put everything back together, run a thicker oil, and we'll just see what happens. But that sucks because I had really big plans for this bike. I was planning on getting a whole system, get it all tuned and everything, but unfortunately, life happens and things break, so we might have to go a different route. Maybe a couple other things for the H2, but we'll definitely get it fixed. Hopefully until riding season. Might have to end up being at the end of riding season, but we'll see what happens. But a lot has gone on though. We also got a car. Finally, I got my first car after, God knows how long. We got a 1988 Fox Body Mustang, manual 5.0 liter V8. Salvage title. It was missing a lot of interior parts, but we got all of it in. So it's chilling now. Just a couple other things we have to do, but also some other things for the Busa. We're gonna be getting a new tail for the Busa because the tail on the Busa is not very well liked amongst people. And I don't really like it, to be honest, either, but I don't mind it. But we're gonna get a Gixxer tail, make it a little sharper. But unfortunately for the H2, I don't know when we're gonna have it back up and running. Hopefully we'll see what happens this week when I get new spark plugs and everything for it. But I can't make any promises with that because it could still run like shit and it could still blow up. So I'll put some pictures in of what the cylinder walls look like and see what your guys' opinion is. But yeah, it's been a pretty rough couple days for this bike, but we'll get it up and running soon. Hopefully, worst case scenario, if we have to get we'll just get a new engine. Maybe we'll just put an actual H2 engine in it, make it kind of like a sleeper, even though it already kind of has one, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with this bike. I mean, this bike is like my favorite bike, so seeing it kind of down like this is kind of, sad. So, but we'll get it fixed. But it's honestly crazy what happened. I mean, look at that. That's clean broken off. Just like this one. This one's covered in oil. And then this one's perfectly fine. But you can tell they're just kind of old. I don't think they've ever been replaced. But look at that. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, we got all the bolts over here. It's completely disassembled. Got everything over here for the H2. It's such a sad thing to see that too, but it sucks about at least the oil didn't look too bad, so there might be a chance. So I'm not too sure, but we'll honestly see what happens in the coming weeks.